guys. What's going on? I'm on Insta. On my Instagram is just my name, Anna Bordner, and I'm also live on my business Facebook page, which again is my name for those of you on Instagram who may have not started following me yet on Facebook. Two totally different values I put in both places, so it's always good to be connected in both places. So I've had this ongoing list I've created where it's ideas that I want to speak about to you guys on a live somewhere, where this list keeps getting longer and longer and longer, and I'm like, you know what? I know it's so tough for me to schedule anything, but that's okay. Oh, hey girl, what's going on? I am like, screw it. I'm just going to pop on live. Sometimes it is not worth stressing out about announcing something and making a big deal out of it, so just show up when you can, right? I think that's what matters. So one of the topics I wanted to talk to you about, it's actually the first one I wrote down, is people who struggle with anxious feelings. And you guys got to remember, I'm definitely going to mention essential oils. And when I mention essential oils, I have to speak compliantly. So there's nothing, I can't say that they like cure anything, which is totally, I agree with how this is regulated. But you may hear me kind of skirt around some topics. So anxious feelings. Who else struggles with these, right? Give me like some hearts or some like something in the comments, because I know it's not just me. I really do. I know it's not just me, and I feel like we can have this persona that everything's okay when really a lot of times it isn't. Or maybe you're going through something and these anxious feelings for you are a little worse than normal. So I just wanted to pop on, and I wrote out right before this a list of, it's 8 things that have been really truly helping me as I have been struggling a bit more with these issues. So the first one, every morning I wake up and I really dive in to prayer. I dive in to a devotional of some sort, and I really get myself grounded. I spend those few minutes every morning, and it's honestly turned into about 20 to 30 minutes. I'll let the kids, something's wrong with Facebook. Oh, come on. Did Facebook stay? Okay, Facebook stayed. I'm still here. It like almost just logged me out for whatever reason. Okay, so the first thing I do is I spend about 20 to 30 minutes every morning, and I read the Bible. I do a devotional. I write in my journal. I love to just like get out what's on my mind, and really the first thing that I let come into my life in the mornings isn't social media. It isn't my email. It isn't, hopefully, the kids screaming for something. It's usually a big thing of water with a drop of lemon essential oil and a coffee, and an organic coffee. Maybe I'll do like a bulletproof coffee in the mornings. And I just sit down and just get super focused. The next thing that I do is work out. Guys, if I did not have CrossFit in my life, or some form of like being active, if CrossFit isn't your thing, like, what is it that you do? Let me know in the comments. What is it that you do to work out? Because for me, if I didn't take that time for myself each day, most days I work out probably 4 to 6 days a week, depending on the week. I schedule in that time. So I know every day at 8 or 9, depending on when we can get the kids out the door, I am going to the gym. I don't schedule anything. I don't let anything come in the way of me going to the gym. And what that does for me is it gives me this like awesome release of just being able to be present with myself, be present with my body, it also gets me paying close attention. Like, what is going on with my body? Am I hurting somewhere? Do I need to go see the chiropractor? Do I need to schedule some self-care? I swear, working out really gets you so much more in tune to what's going on with your mind. Things all of a sudden get clearer as I'm working out, and things all of a sudden make more sense. Things I've been like trying to work through, all of a sudden I'll have like an epiphany while I'm working out, and it just makes sense now. So if you guys don't have a workout routine, start small. Start going for a walk a few times a day, or sorry, a few times a week for 10 minutes. Starting small is totally appropriate, a good place to start. The next thing is mindset. So being a work-at-home mom, really, of 2 kids who are not fully in school yet, it can be so tough. I kind of started this out that way, right? Where I can get so mad at myself. Why can't I schedule things? Why can't I have perfectly like time blocked like priorities? And why can't I look like the person next door who's like kids are in school full time and can like have perfectly scheduled schedules? It's just not my reality right now. As much as I want it and as much as I thrive on a routine and a schedule and having consistency in my life, it's not really my reality right now. So changing my mindset, being okay with that, and how I kind of do that. So the night before, or even like that morning when I have those few minutes, I'll write down my top 2 or 3 priorities for the day. Maybe one of them's for home. Maybe like the kids are having like some fall thing at school that I have to go to. Maybe it's business. Maybe it's for my, maybe it's something I have to do for my husband. But whatever that is, hopefully there's something business related on there, because if you're not taking steps right in your business, how is that ever going to grow? So that's what I do. I set my priorities for the day. And sometimes it's small. Sometimes it's like, hey, check in with so-and-so because they've been on my mind. Sometimes it's bigger. Like, hey, think about this program that I want to create for my team. And sometimes it's like hosting that class that I need to get to that night. So I really think Facebook did not, I don't think Facebook worked. Oh well, we're on Instagram. Okay, so we'll do Instagram now. Oh no. Who knows? Sorry guys. I think Facebook went away. I'll post the link on Facebook to my Instagram. Alright, anyways, so I forget where I was. My top priorities. Thanks girl, I'll see you soon. So I just wanted to encourage you, and like, if your life right now doesn't look like perfectly scheduled, time blocking, that is totally fine. That is totally okay if that's not your reality right now. I encourage you to try. There's usually a couple hours a week where I can get super hyper focused, and I always go in with a priority and a plan. So I encourage you, if you can, yes, do that. But if not, don't worry about it. If you have a few minutes while your kids are watching Paw Patrol, go for it. Go do that Facebook Live that's going to take you 4 minutes and let them be babysat by Paw Patrol for a few minutes, right? And then also being okay with a plan B. So say you are, you have these priorities, right, for the day, and then all of a sudden, like, you get a call from school and your kids are sick and you have to go get them. That's a priority, right? That will trump anything that's happening that day. So being okay with a plan B, and for someone like me who likes to control everything, I'm an achiever, so if I'm not crossing off things off my list that day, I can get so upset. But being okay with plan B, again, it goes back to mindset, right? Paying attention to my diet and paying attention to food or drinks that can really cause me to create more anxious feelings in my life. So I know for a lot of people, coffee is one of them. I haven't really had much of that as like a cause of anxiety, but What I will do to minimize any of that is I'll do like a bulletproof coffee in the morning. Either I'll add a little Nikki's coconut butter, or maybe some Kerrygold butter. Maca powder is also good. Splash almond milk, whatever that looks like for you for your bulletproof coffee. But getting in some of those healthy fats before your day starts. Self-care, time alone. I'm totally someone who just needs to be alone, like a lot, and making sure that is a priority and not letting someone. So my husband's totally the opposite. He loves to be around people all the time. More people the better. And for me, I'm like, hey, I really need to like go take a break. So making sure that that's clear and that that's a priority in my life. And okay, last thing I have listed are a couple oils I wanted to share with you guys that have totally changed the way I do my daily. This is Copaiba, or Copaiba, however we want to say it. And it comes in essential oil form, and it comes in these essential oil soft gel forms. And these were recently launched this month, actually, and these have changed the way I do my daily. I will take 1 to 3 of these a day, every couple hours, just to help. It takes that edge off. It takes, I don't know, like when you get anxious feelings, what is that? Where do you feel it? What does that feel like to you? For me, it's like, it's in my chest, it's in my throat, and it just feels, my heart's pounding, and it's uncomfortable. My mind's racing, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all, and then it, just kind of snowball effect, right? Where you're feeling this way, and you want to stop feeling this way. Why won't it stop? So, these, you guys. I'll take one in the morning. Usually I'll take one about midday, and sometimes in the evening, like when I pick the kids up from school, I'll take another one. And guys, it calms that racing mind, calms that racing heart, and it takes me from a place of like fight or flight to like steady mode, and it makes a huge difference. Hey Nikki, what's going on? So if you guys haven't tried these yet, I would totally encourage you. The other oil I wanted to mention is Peace. So Peace is the reassuring blend, and I actually read the ingredients today and was surprised when there was spearmint in this. I wouldn't have guessed, but this is mainly vetiver, lavender, ylang ylang, frankincense, clary sage, and spearmint oil, and it's so soothing. It is so calming. It's like a warm hug. I like to put in that little soft spot by my ears and on the back of my neck. And if you wear diffuser jewelry, it's good to put on there too. But pulse points, and it's like wrapping yourself in a blanket in the fall and just like holding you tight like a hug or something. So this is another one that's really great for just like calming your heart. It's a good one. So if I mentioned when I feel these anxious feelings, it's in my heart or in my throat. Often as it's racing, I'll put a swipe or a heart over my heart or down the front of my throat. And you guys, it's so cool how quickly these work and how all of a sudden it makes you so much more aware of just gratitude. That's another one. I did not write that one down. But gratitude. Do you journal? Do you list out anything you're grateful for? 3 things every day? That's a really great place to start. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm super bummed that Facebook didn't quite work and told me to re-log in, but that's okay. I want to do more of these for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Shoot me a message and let me know if I missed anything that totally helps you. Have a beautiful Monday.